More than 3,000 feet above sea level in the North Carolina mountains is Kidd Brewer Stadium. The Rock, home to the Appalachian State Mountaineers, and Boone is ready for this one. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Mountaineers will put total leather and we'll get started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. The Sooners offense takes the field. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Third and short now, they snap it from their own 46. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Still running up the 40. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. Didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Sooners will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the App State Mountaineers offense has the ball for the first time. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. DB's right up on the receivers. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Allison. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
He'll pitch it. At the 45, on his way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And the Sooners are rolling down the field. And the ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold on to that football.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. He'll pull it down. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Offense gets set for 2nd down. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Now the play fake. Looking for a huge play. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly...
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
This is one of the reasons I love this linebacker. He is an outstanding pass rusher. He's got speed, he's got quickness and agility to avoid the offensive linemen, running backs, and tight ends on his way to the quarterback.
That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. The Sooner offense returns to the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Here on 3rd down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Ramirez. Got his man on the right. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Sooners will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable in that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the big fullback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers and the 2nd level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
This 1st half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. looking to scramble. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Working that left side now. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's back to throw on second down. Moving out of the pocket. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Makes the catch. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Ramirez. Quarterback moving. He's going to run it. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting the sack. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And the Sooners will punt it away on fourth down. Wants to bring it back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some half. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it inside the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the lone back. Nice move to stay on his feet. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. They'll run this play from the pistol. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. The Mountaineers look to keep this drive humming. They've been running it, but now the pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the tailback. Touchdown, App State. And that one will give them the lead. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle, maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on second and 4. The give to the back. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Fights off a defender. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Throwing to the fullback, if he starts chugging, he can be dangerous, but the defense stopped him before the first chug.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a little time to get that speed up and running. He didn't have it there. Give the defense a ton of credit.
Quickly out to the tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. Bulldozes his way through. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers there.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They'll leave it with him. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Trying to pick up a first down. Into the creative space on 3rd and short with the wide receiver. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the run, it's Allison. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Might as well give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field. You're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big...
Lost one deep down the right side. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that is how you stop the jet sweep if you're on defense. You get penetration up front. Yeah, they're going to try to outflank you, but they can't do anything about it if you got dudes up front winning one-on-one.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Coming after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Washington State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Pullman behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to the Sharks. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now they'll run the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Mountaineers want to crank the tempo.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Ball in the air, intercepted. Bringing it back. Touchdown Sooners! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Wants to throw on second down. Good timing on the quick out. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10.
It's so important to know where you are on the field. Great job, great hands, great awareness. Make sure you get that grab, possess the ball, and get that foot in bounds.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They want to get this defense on its heels.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And the Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Makes the grab on the left. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Mountaineers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. Got it. Obliterates him, still on the move. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And that receiver was well covered. The quarterback just believed his receiver was better.
It's so hard on the goal line to play inside and play the quick passing game, but also play the fades out wide. Good coverage, but wide receivers used to jumping up and catching the football. DBs, not so much.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. 1st down here for the offense. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Ramirez. Might be looking to run. Hit as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Sooners line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarterback.
Another incompletion on third down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.